Yes, hello again, YouTube land. And once again, I want to thank all our subs. I appreciate it. Gideon appreciates it. Yes, he's still around. And I'm still trying to be a better assistant. So, thank you so much for putting up with us. Now, the secret key activator, I just posted a commentary on it. Call me silly, but there are times in our lives where we have to hang on to some hope. And the series on Vladimir Putin, traitor to the New World Order, there's part 1, 2, and 3, are my favorites. And it explains why the author of the videos, with evidence, why he is and why he's hated so much. And this was made 5 years ago. The other one, second to this, is no nukes will be used in World War III. And this physicist, scientist guy explains exactly how nukes work, and it's weird. It has to be on a precise date and time or some weird shit like that I can't explain. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to show some snippets, and once again, leave a link. No, you just watched me leave a link, didn't you? Oops. I just love the beginning of these songs. I watched them. I like to rewatch.
Pictured as a young Vladimir Putin, who is part of the KGB security team, we see him introducing his son to the former US President Ronald Reagan. Also pictured is Mikhail Gorbachev. Vladimir Putin came to power with the sponsorship of Boris Yeltsin. Yeltsin came to power with the sponsorship of the Russian oligarchs. For millennium, the cabal has been using the Hegelian dialect. The Hegelian dialect was the policies of George Hegel, a German philosopher. All historical events emerge from a conflict between opposing forces. The whole purpose of the dialectic is to control the masses like herding sheep. Whenever people see a group or belief system as evil, they instinctively move to the political opposite of what they identified as threatening.
The order has either set up or penetrated just about every significant research, policy and opinion-making organization in the United States. In addition to the church, business, government and politics, the evolution of America...
I'm going to stop it there because, well, to follow the rules. But this gentleman here that's doing the speech is the one I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure they give his name. If they don't, I'll leave it in the link. If you ever listen to any of his lectures, he's just amazing. And he breaks it down to you how you can understand things. And it's like one light bulb after another going off in your head, and or the confirmation switches keep illuminating in your brain.
Reflecting individual opinion, ideas and decisions at the grassroots is simply not true. On the contrary, says Anthony Sutton, the writer of this book, the broad direction has been created artificially and stimulated by the order. He's a brilliant writer, this guy. Next, please. Here it is. Now watch this one. The order follows the philosophies of George Hegel, a German philosopher. All historical events emerge from a conflict between opposing forces. Excuse me, everybody. You must have a conflict before we get the New World Order. He divides the world, this philosopher called Hegel, he says part of the world is thesis, the other half is antithesis, and when you bring them together, that is called synthesis. Let's look at South Africa, shall we? Thesis, Nelson Mandela, ANC. Antithesis, Buthelezi, the Zulus. There is no chance of peace between the two groups. Henry Kissinger goes over there. The next thing, he brings them together, and they have the rainbow nation, the new South Africa. It happens. That is called synthesis. What else? America and Russia. America, thesis, Russia, antithesis. At a certain time in history, they come together and they now have a headquarters running space program together. It used to be they hate each other. They said the axis of evil. They said the evil nation, satanic, and so on. Next thing you see Ronald Reagan next to Gorbachev, and now it's Ronnie and Gorby.
Unfortunately, that didn't last.
Putin's role was to follow Yeltsin's footsteps, as the Heligan dialect was already played out in bringing the two nations, the US and Russia, together. But something terrible has gone wrong for the cabal and their world takeover. In the beginning, Vladimir Putin was playing a very complex multi-level game, just like a double agent, with some of the most insidious forces on the planet. He even accepted bribes and played the game of corruption until he turned the game against the cabal. Things have suddenly changed in Russia. The Western worldwide media started the biggest lie and propaganda campaign against Putin and every country who opposes the New World Order. Keep in mind that currently 80% of US electronic and print media are owned by only 6 large corporations. This development has taken place in the last 2 decades. These corporations are elite-owned. They demonize Putin on a daily basis to the sleeping dead and the gullible. The US is fed up with their nation's corrupt, mendacious, ineffectual leadership that a group of Americans are seeking to join the Russian Federation. The group is collecting signatures for a national referendum on whether to remain a failed state, an economic basket case run by criminal neocons, or to join the Russian Federation under a president with a proven track record of bringing oligarchs to heel, said Bill Blatsky, head of the Join Russia Putin for President Committee. How embarrassing. They printed over 1 million bumper stickers.
Do you remember this? And Putin became so popular in the U.S. at this time. I believe it was Obama outlawed having his bumper sticker on your car, and you couldn't buy Putin t-shirts anymore. Yeah, I think that was in like 2015, but don't quote me on that.
Top diplomat Christopher R. Hill says that Russia's response to the Ukraine crisis means that Moscow has betrayed the New World Order it has been a part of for the last 25 years. Russia is leading the fight for world freedom and has declared war on the New World Order imperialism. Behind Putin's success so far in foiling the cabal is a team of think tanks inside Russia and think tanks in Iran and other nations opposed to the NWO. They take their job seriously in trying to resolve and counteract all the threats in a diplomatic way and stay within international law, and at the same time show some claws and teeth, because keep in mind they also like winning. The cabal wanted to take over Syria, destroy Iran, and make Russia roll over and play dead in the Ukraine to control not only the Middle East, but control Eurasia. That's not likely to happen. Starting a Christian-Islam war, which is still on the cards to try and bring the last of the dialectic principles to bring the prophecies of the Bible.
There's only one more big one they want to do. That's Israel, thesis, Arabs, antithesis, and at the right time, using the Hegelian dialectical philosophy, they will bring those two groups together in a 7-year treaty, fulfill the Bible prophecy, and Jesus will come again. Woo!
A note to the gullible. The prophecies are just suggestions being played out. Watch my holographic disclosure series. This story is so complex that I just wanted to outline some of the important issues on Russia and the dialectic principles on the first level of the illusion. There are many Kabbalistic levels at play here. The big question is, what will happen in Ukraine? Now that Crimea is part of Russia, it's game over for the bankers in Ukraine. The US can threaten Russia all it wants with sanctions, but the truth of the matter is, Russia holds all the ace cards up its sleeve, and it'll hurt America and Europe a lot more. Their think tanks are steps ahead. Russian troops are mounted on the border. Ukraine has no chance against them. Will NATO get involved? Nope. NATO is a paper tiger, and any aggression will be from the US. Will Russia go into Ukraine? They will first assess the number of dead, like 100 or 1,000, to how many will die in an actual conflict, if they do go in. Most probably, the pro-Russians who've seized the government buildings will be sadly sacrificed, and nothing will happen. Unless many civilians are killed, Russia will not likely go in. They will use other methods and dry up Ukraine until it falters economically and through the court systems. America will do nothing to get involved.
Okay, I'm going to skip forward to stay in line with being a commentary on here. The YouTube rules, that is. Having trouble. Ah! Stupid thing. Oh, damn it.